Hi all, I welcome you to the next lecture where I am going to discuss the tutorial problems on work transfer. In the previous lecture, we have covered the concept of work and heat transfer for closed system, or we can say the work and heat transfer in the case of non-flow processes, right? Where you have been given an exposure to how to calculate the displacement work or boundary work, right? For quasi-static processes, as well as you have given an exposure for different kind of heat transfer and how to make the calculations for heat transfer in various kind of modes. So today we will see some numerical problems based on the work transfer, basically displacement work, right, in a non-flow processes. So I request everyone should have a calculator with you to verify the answers because that is needed. And yes, so we will try to solve maximum number of problems. So I decided I will solve around 5 to 6 numerical problems of all sort of kinds, so that it will be covering the all sort of problems, right, which can be framed from this topic. So let's start our discussion with the first numerical problem. This book is PK Nag, right, Engineering Thermodynamics, and I am solving the unsolved numerical problem right from this. So this is the problem number 3.3, right? This unsolved numerical problem I will dictate here and you can note it down. An engine cylinder has a piston of area 0.12 square meter and contains gas at a pressure of 1.5 megapascal. The gas expands according to a process which is represented by a straight line on a pressure volume diagram. First off, the final pressure is 0.15 megapascal. Calculate the work done by the gas on the piston if the stroke is 0.3 meter, right? So this is the problem that you need to find out, right? It is clearly mentioned as a piston cylinder kind of arrangement and process is represented by a straight line. We will note down what are the given datas. So if we look at the first numerical problem, what is given? So given data is the area is 0.12 meter square, which is given. Contains a gas at pressure. So initial pressure P1, which is given 1.5 megapascal. This is 1.5 megapascal. And the gas expands, okay, straight line. The final pressure, that is stage 2, is 0.1 megapascal, and stroke is given. Stroke length is given as 0.30 meter. So these are all things are given, and we need to solve to find out the displacement work. Now, how to start? First of all, we need to draw the process. So this is volume, and this is pressure. So initial pressure is something which is given 1.5 megapascal. So 0.1 is here. Another is given 0.15, right? So this will be somewhere. So it is a straight line basically. So it is a straight line. So process goes up to here. So this is 0.1 and this is 0.2. So by the nature itself, we can say the pressure is decreasing. That means what? It is an expansion process. So we can say, so piston started from 0.1, so it started from here and goes up to here. So stroke length was given, right, which is 0.30. So how much is the displacement volume? So displacement volume of swept volume, so we can say final volume V is final is area into stroke, the stroke is length. So stroke, so we can get, so area is 0.12 and 0.30, just you multiply and you can get the value in meter cube. All right, that you can calculate. So 0 point how much it is coming, 0.36, right? Just you put it there. Now, so this volume I know, this is the final volume I got, change in volume. Now keep in mind is pressure here, right? Initial pressure is much higher than the exit pressure, so initial volume can be neglected. So initial volume is we are neglecting in this problem. So final volume is this volume which you are getting, right, after multiplication of all these parameters. So now area under this curve, basically this complete thing is my work transfer that I need to calculate. So how will we calculate? So basically this diagram can be divided in two parts. One is called triangle, which is here, and another is called rectangle. So this pressure is given 0.15 and this is 1.5, and yeah, so this pressure in megapascal, right? This is given. So area under the curve represents the work transfer. So we need to find out the work, right? So work is equal to area under the curve. So one is this triangle, right? Another is rectangle. So for rectangle you can write just simply 0.15, right? This is height and length is delta v. This is the one part. And for this thing you can write like, or don't put the value, you say this p2, right? This is a p2 and this is p1. So this distance is what? p1 minus p2, right, into half into length is again delta v. So just you solve this, you will get half p1 plus p2 into delta v, right? So this is the work transfer. You know the p1 value, you know p2 value, and this is the delta b which has been swept. So this is delta b. So use this value of delta v here, and p1 and p2 you can get the work transfer in this process. So which is coming around, if you solve this, you will get 29.7 kilojoule. This is the final answer for this problem. So let's go for the second numerical problem in a similar way. Second numerical problem is a mass of 1.5 kilogram of air is compressed in a quasi-static process from 0.1 megapascal to 0.7 megapascal, for which P into V is equal to constant. This is a relation. The initial density of air 1.16 kilogram per meter cube. Determine the work done by the piston to compress the air. So this is again same sort of problem. So this problem I am now erasing. So second numerical problem is example number 3. Unsolved numerical problem is 3.4. Mass is given, that is 1.5 kilogram of air in a quasi-static process from initial pressure which is given 0.1 megapascal to final pressure, it is going 0.7 megapascal as per PV is equal to constant, right? This is given. Initial density is given, density is 1.16 kilogram per meter cube. Determine the work done by piston to compress the air. So this process is what? Basically PV is equal to constant is isothermal process. Basically this is isothermal process. Is isothermal process. Now look at here, initial pressure and final pressures are given. So if somebody want to get initial volume, can be calculated from mass and density. So density is defined as mass divided by volume. So volume can be calculated from here, mass into mass divided by density is my volume. So mass is given 1.5, right? So 1.5 divided by 1.16. So whatever value you are getting, just substitute, that is meter cube. This is your initial volume that you got. So this is V1, right? And for isothermal process, we know the work transfer. So direct formula can be used. W1 to 2 is equal to P1 B1 ln of P1 divided by P2. This is the expression. P1 V1 ln of P1 by P2. I know P1, I know V1, right? I know P1 and P2. Just substitute the value here, and you can get the work done. So this is coming around 251.63. So this is 251.63 kilojoule. So this is your second numerical problem. Very simple, two steps numerical problem. Now I will take the next numerical problem. Alright. Next problem is a mass of gas is compressed in a quasi-static process from 80 kilopascal, 0.1 meter cube to 0.4 megapascal, 0.03 meter cube. Full stop. Assuming that pressure and volume are related, y p v to the power n is equal to constant, determine the work done by the gas system. So now it is a polytropic process, right? And in a similar way you can solve. So let's start the thing. So what all things are given, we will note it down here. This is your third numerical problem in this series, right? So this is the third numerical problem. What is given? A mass is given, quasi-static process from, mass is not given, initial pressure is given 80 kilopascal, and the initial volume is also given 0.1 meter cube. This is 0.1 meter cube to final pressure of 0.4 megapascal and final volume of 0.03 meter cube, and it is happening as per Pv to the power n is equal to constant. Alright, and we need to find out the work transfer that need to be calculated. So how we will solve this problem? That's a big question. So these all things are given. So from here we can write P1 V1 to the power n is equal to P2 V to the power n. So take this side, V1 by V to the power n is equal to P2 divided by P1. Take log on both sides. Taking log on both sides. Why we are doing this? Because we don't know the polytropic index value. So if you take log here, so n ln of B1 by B2 is equal to ln of, so n is equal to ln of P2 by P1 divided by ln of B1 by B2. I know all the things. I know P1, P2, I know V1, V2. Just substitute the value here and get the value of n. If you do so, right, you will get the value of n around 1.336. It is 1.336, which is nothing but 1.34. So polytropic index I got n is equal to 1.34. The moment I know the polytropic index, I can get the work transfer. So W122 is equal to, now look at the data. Initial pressure is 80, final pressure is 0.4. This is a compression process, right? It's not expansion process. So we need to write like from final state minus initial state for the compression process. So formula for this is P2 B2 P1 B1 divided by n minus 1. I know P1 P2 and V1 B2 just substitute here, and we already know. So if you calculate this value will give you the direct result minus 11.76, minus 11.764 kilojoule. This is the final answer that you will get for this problem. So this kind of problems will be there. This is your third numerical problem in this series. And then work transfer. So why this negative is coming? Because it's a compressive work. That means you are supplying work to the system. So that's why it is a negative. Now take the next problem. This is unsolved numerical problem number 3.13. Right, 3.13. So this I am erasing. So this problem is basically a combination of two processes. So I am drawing here volume, this pressure, one process, second process. So this is something like this, right? So this is process start from A and goes up to B, then this is C, this point is C, and this volume is given 0.8, this is 0.4, this is 0.2, right? Here pressure is given in bar, this pressure is 50 bar, right? That's all. And here is the volume in meter cube. So this is the variation, right? Determine the total work of gas. So we need to calculate basically total work of the gas. So how to do that? So if you look at this diagram, one is horizontal line, then it is a some process. So this process is given as PV to the power 1.3 is equal to constant. So this is the second process, right? PV to the power 1.3 is equal to constant. So one is polytropic process, another is constant pressure process. So if you look at this constant pressure process, this is the expansion process, right? This is also expansion process where pressure is decreasing. So work transfer, when you are writing total work, so W1 to WA to C. If I want to write WA to B plus WB to C, right? So WA to B is area under this curve and the B to C area under this curve, right? So area under AB plus area under BC. This is my work transfer, right? So area under AB, WAB, we can simply find out WAB is equal to nothing but constant pressure. So pre and VB and VA. So pressure is given 50 bar, right? Keep in mind it's a bar. So I will write in kilojoule. So bar 10 to the power 5, I will write 10 to the power 3 only. So now it's kilojoule, right? No, 10 to the power 2 only. So 5 10 to the power 3 will be outside kilojoule. So now V at B is 0.4 and here 0.2. Just cross multiply, you will get WAB. That's the one thing. So WAB that you are getting is approximately 1 megajoule is this one which is coming. If you multiply it, you will get 1 megajoule of work in WAB. Now come to the WBC. So WBC is nothing but this expansion, right? PB, BB and PC, BC divided by n minus 1. Simple thing, right? It's a polytropic process. I know pressure at B, I know volume at B, I know volume at C, but I don't know what is the pressure at C. So that first you find out that. So PB, BB to the power n is equal to PC, BC to the power n. I want to know what is PC. So PC is nothing but PB into BB divided by BC to the power n. I know the volume at B which is 0.4. I know volume at C which is 0.8. I know polytropic index which is 1.3. I know pressure at B which is nothing but 50 bar. Just substitute here, get PC. So get PC out of it in bar. Now substitute these all value PC, PB, BB, BC and minus 1. So the moment you put this, you will get the work in BC as 1.251 megajoule. Then add finally these two here. So total work transfer is addition of this. So this coming 2.251 megajoule. So this is the final answer. This is the final answer for this problem. So this problem also got solved. Now I will take the next problem, that is problem number 3.15. This is over. Problem number 3.15, which says if a gas of volume 6000 centimeter cube and at a pressure of 100 kilopascal is compressed quasi-statically according to Pb to the power 2 is equal to constant until the volume becomes 2000 centimeter cube, determine the final pressure and the work done. This is also, I think so, you can solve now. You may be familiar with this, but I will solve this for you, and you also try with. So this is the next problem. This is the gas of volume, initial volume 6000 centimeter cube, and a pressure 100 kilopascal is compressed quasi-statically as per Pv2 is equal to constant until the volume becomes 2000 centimeter cube. Determine the final pressure and work transfer. So this is the problem in this way. So final pressure and work transfer we need to calculate. So final pressure, how will you calculate? I know V1, I know V2, I know P1, only P2, so use this one. So from here P1 V1 square is equal to P2 B2 square, so P2 can be calculated as P1 B1 by B2 whole square. Just substitute all these values, get the final pressure. So final pressure will also come in kilopascal, right? So you can get this value. Now for the moment you know this thing, which kind of process is this? Polytropic process, right? P to power 2. So now look at the data. Basically this is 100 kilopascal, and whatever you are getting there, that value will be coming like final pressure 900 kilopascal. Yes, so this value is coming 900 kilopascal. So if you look at this and look at this, what is happening basically? It is a compression process. So if it is a compression process, I need to write final minus initial. So W work is equal to P2 V2 P1 V1 divided by n minus 1. So P2 is this 900 kilopascal and V2 is here, and P1 V1 you will get the negative work here because P2 even though more or V2 is less. So this is coming around minus 1.2. So answer is minus 1.2 kilojoule for this problem. So this is the another problem. So can we discuss one more problem? Yeah, still time is there, so we can get one more problem. It's 24 minutes only because I want to keep some time for discussion. If I take, this is the last problem, right? So I'm dictating, you note it down. A spherical balloon has a diameter of 0.3 meter and contains air at a pressure of 1.5 bar. The diameter of the balloon increases to 0.4 meter due to heating, and during this process pressure is proportional to the diameter. Full stop. Calculate the work done during the process. So this is another problem, right, that we need to solve. With this I will close the today's discussion. So clearly said, a spherical balloon is there whose diameter is given 0.3 meter, right? This is diameter of the balloon, contains air at pressure 1.5 bar. The diameter of balloon increases, so this is D1, this becomes a D2 0.4 meter due to heating. Pressure is proportional to diameter, so this called pressure is directly opposed to diameter. Calculate the work done during the process. So this is your basically second numerical problem. So how to do that? So this is given. So this carburetor pressure is equal to some constant times of D, right? Some constant times of D. I know the pressure, I know the diameter at initial. So K is a constant, which will be constant for second point also, right? So K is equal to P divided by D. So P1 divided by D1. So P I know 1.5 bar, right, into 0.3, sorry, divided by 0.3. So this I can get the constant value, which is coming around 500 kilopascal per meter. So this constant value, which is fixed for all the things. So this can be written P1 is equal to KD1 or P2 is equal to KD2. K is constant. So one thing is over. Now the volume of sphere. So volume is area into length. So for sphere, length is also diameter and area is pi by 4 d square into d. So this become pi by 4 dq. Sorry, no. This is wrong way. It's not a basically cylinder. For a spherical thing, we already know what is the volume. Volume is pi by 6 dq. Right. So this we know pi by 6 dq. My diameter is changing, right? So I need to explain this thing in terms of diameter. I can write this. So if you are going to do so, I can write diameter is equal to 6 times of volume divided by p to the power. So this is my diameter which I got. Yes. So this is over. So this I know now. Diameter is a variable. So with the help of this diameter, I can relate this diameter here with p. So this is equation number 1. So in equation number 1, if I substitute this, I can get p. P is equal to k times of diameter. So this is k and diameter is this complete value 6v 1.3. So this is my pressure basically, right? K already I know, which is here. Now we need to find out the work. So work transfer. So W122 is nothing but integration 1 to 2 P times of dV. So P is there. So we can substitute this K and take this 6 divided by pi to the power 1.3 as a constant 1 to 2 V to the power 1.1 by 3 into dV. So just integrate this. So n plus 1. So if you do so, right, this become 4 by 3 and this become 3 by 4 k 6 by pi to the power 1.3. This become b to the power 4 by 3 1 to 2. Alright, just expand this, you will get 3 by 4 k 6 by pi to the power 1.3. This become b to the power 4 by 3. This become b1 power 4 by 3. I know v is here, right? So b1 can also be calculated. So b1 is equal to pi by 6 d1q, right? And b2 is equal to pi by 6 d2q. d1 and d2 both are given and these are constant. So v1 and v2 can be calculated. So this v1 and v2 you can substitute here, right, to get the work transfer. And this k value is here, which already we got. So this k value can be substituted here. If you do so, you can get the work transfer. So work transfer 1 to 2 is, after substituting the value, you will get a final answer as 3.44 kilojoule. 3.44 kilojoule. So this is the last numerical problem that I was discussing about, right? Try some more numerical problems, right, from PKNAG. So I have not gone through the solved examples. Just go through the solved examples of Engineering Thermodynamics by PK Nag, right? And if you come across any doubt, feel free to contact me either via comment on the video, or I have shared my WhatsApp number where you can reach, right? So thank you for attending the today's lecture, right? See you in next class with a tutorial on heat transfer, right? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Good day.